Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Michael Douglas.
Thank you. Thank you very much. It's really an honor for me to be able to take part in this special ceremony this evening, and in particular to salute our inductee, my co-star, Kiefer Sutherland. It's really a treat. You know, Kiefer, you and I think have a few things in common. So I got on the internet the other night, and I was, of course, looking for the references between Tommy Douglas and my grandfather. And I thought there must be some. But, of course, then I realized that my grandfather changed his name. His name was Danielovich, so it never was a chance at all. But it's been a real treat. I first met Kiefer almost 20 years ago, producing a film called Flatliners, and I saw, thank you, and I saw an extraordinary talent then, and we have certainly crisscrossed since that time, and now I've had the joy of working with Kiefer now. And to watch the growth of an actor is really extraordinary, and particularly to get a sense of what a Renaissance man you are, since I never had really quite an idea about the calf roping and the music companies and your knowledge of history, both present and past. And it's really been a joy to work with and to be able to call you a friend. And I also think it's important to share that a lot of people believe that being second generation makes one's job a lot easier. And the reality is that you probably can count on one hand the number of actors or actresses who've succeeded in the same business as their mother or father. And Kiefer is certainly somebody who has stepped out of the shadow and has created an own career to himself. He's one of our...
Thank you very, very much. Michael, thank you very much for taking the time and saying those beautiful words. I love you too. I promise you I love you too. One of the things that the Canadian Walk of Fame asks all of the honorees to do in preparation for today's event was to answer, at first, what I thought were one of seemingly very, very simple questions. The first question was, is Canadian culture an exportable commodity? And the second question was, what is cool about being Canadian? And finally, what was the most difficult thing for you to overcome in your career? And I remember thinking very clearly that I wanted to focus on one of the first two questions that actually dealt with being a Canadian. And that was easier said than done. I remember staring at a piece of paper, and I came up with a few jokes. I could justify wearing a Speedo to a beach and things like that. But I wanted to give an answer that really mattered and that I really cared about. And I remember living with the questions for a few days, and I started to get very frustrated until I realized I had no problem answering the question. But every answer that I came up with led me to a more complicated and difficult answer. And I felt that my words were too small and that there was no way for me to articulate the joy and pride that I get from being a Canadian. This place that I come from has been nurturing, it has been kind, and the people here have a genuine interest in all aspects of life and everything that that has to offer, and it shows in our society and it shows in our art. I cannot tell you what a profound honor this is for me to have been inducted into the Canadian Hall of Fame. I share my congratulations to all of the other nominees. I would like to take a, sorry, I'm very nervous. It's funny when it's personal like this. Sorry. Thank you. I would like to take just a moment to thank my mom, who is here with me this evening, Shirley Douglas. You were an inspiration. To my sister Rachel, who is also here, I would like to thank my father, who unfortunately could not be here because he is working. I wanted to thank the rest of my family, my friends who have come a long way to be here and share this day with me. And I want to thank all of you very, very much. This is an incredible honor. Thank you.